Here we are, a couple days removed from the security cam footage in 2016 that got released and CNN procured it. We're talking about another Diddy video. You would think of all of the alleged crimes, this one right here would be on the bottom of the totem pole that Diddy would think that he would need to apologize for. Like, I find this to be extremely weird, okay, and a lot of people have, and we're going to watch it for posterity's sake because, well, it's only like a minute or so long, but there's some real obvious takeaways when it comes to this. So without further ado, okay, let's just let the man talk about it himself.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life.
Okay.
But sometimes you got to do that.
Okay.
I was fucked up.
Oh no.
I mean, I hit rock bottom.
Did you now?
But I make no excuses.
Okay.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Diddy, which video are you talking about right now? I understand this came out. When was this one published? Okay, one day ago. I'm recording this Sunday, or not Sunday. The long weekends and stuff screw everything up. So Monday evening. So this one drops on Sunday, I think, and that's the way that this would work. So it comes out Sunday. The security cam footage runs around. What is that? Friday. It took you a couple of days to come to the conclusion that you need to make a non-apology for what? Clearly you were listening to your publicist and your legal team when it comes to the more severe allegations. But instead of running back any of those claims, you want to take accountability for the darkest times in your life, something that happened 8 years ago. Like, again, nothing excuses what he did, and there he goes. He kind of maybe potentially takes ownership of what happened on that video. I suppose you can say beyond a shadow of a doubt, even though, you know, even with the fidelity of an 8 years removed camera, you can make that out that that's Diddy. You're really just doing away with any sort of obfuscation on that. It's just, this was a very, very not thought out apology. But anyways.
I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Well, that's good.
I'm disgusted.
Oh no.
I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
Well, maybe outside of the towel and the sock choice, I don't really know, how that comes across, especially when you did follow-up acts like throwing stuff at her, a phone, and then a vase in the aftermath. Like, were you disgusted then, or were you disgusted that you figured out that all of those acts were caught on camera? Like, you're gonna have to get a little bit more descriptive here, Diddy.
I went and I sought out professional help.
Oh no.
I had to go into therapy.
Okay.
I'm going to rehab.
He's going to rehab, he's going to therapy after he got caught beating the brakes off of a chick and trying out for the soon-to-be relocated Los Angeles Rams. Like, oh, okay, cool. That's very interesting that you want to show personal growth after you got exposed as being a woman beater. Kate?
Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
Okay. You should probably ask Cassie. I'm just saying, because that's probably the more aggrieved party in this situation. But okay, go on.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. And?
But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day.
Okay. Well, good. So I'm sure any of the crimes that you may or may not be indicted by the end of the year for, I'm sure none of them happened between March of 2016 and today. I'm sure nothing like that'll end up coming out, or is that just when you end up falling short? I'm wondering, Diddy, you're not being very descriptive. All you're saying is, I'm sorry and I feel bad about what happened.
I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Okay.
I'm truly sorry.
Okay. I can see that. Oh, okay, and then that's it, and then the video just repeats. So, okay, cool. Like, I mean, as many people have pointed out, including the Daily Mail, whose article we're going to use for this, how Diddy made himself the victim in an apology video where he does not mention ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura after shocking images of him attacking her emerged. Well, it was a video, and there are images that you can pull out of it, but it's like, yeah, that was strange. Strange, right? So Diddy made himself sound like a victim in an Instagram apology video he posted in the aftermath of CNN airing a clip showing him physically abusing his former girlfriend. A body language expert contends. I'm not an expert, but I also came to those conclusions. But all right, let's see if I missed anything. The video was aired by Friday, 6 months, okay, after singer Cassie filed the lawsuit, and then 5 months, 30 days removed of the settlement. That set off a wave of similar cases and public allegations, and then also a federal investigation. I think that's far more pertinent than a bunch of bag-chasing requests. But could there be some validity to those? Perhaps. But are a bunch of other spurious lawsuits alleging things far more gruesome? Yeah, I would say so. And then again, Cassie's lawsuit, while there were allegations of physical abuse that kind of provided receipt for one of the allegations, there are some other more salacious details that are in there which we don't really have outside of he said she said testimony. We don't really have too much evidence on, but of course that could all end up coming out. That's what this federal investigation is all about. Following the incident, Diddy said that he saw therapy and asked God for forgiveness. During his video, which was posted on Sunday, the Bad Boy founder never mentions Cassie by name or any other descriptors that would lead anybody to directly connect him to that one video. Now, body language expert, yes, Judy James told the Daily Mirror that Diddy framed himself as the victim in the video. Well, yeah, of course, we could all take that away. It's difficult to reflect on the darkest times of my life, Diddy said. James said that he's implying that this behavior is the kind of thing we've all been guilty of at some point in our lives. Well, yeah, he's making a, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house type argument, but passing the blame, putting it off on others, well, just ask Ace and a couple of other, lower level bad boys artists from back in the cut who ended up taking raps for Diddy. The guy's not the best at taking accountability for his actions. I'm just saying this is the most recent of those. Diddy later states, I was at rock bottom. James says this is an attempt to vie for sympathy, as was his statement, I had to go to therapy. Well, yeah, of course. And then he's also trying to distance himself from that. That's not the man that I am anymore. No. Don't believe your lying eyes, okay? That was one simple outburst, okay? That was clearly not me. That was my demons in control of me. Okay, I'm a better man now, which he would go on to illustrate. I'm so sorry. I'm truly sorry. Which, if you're actually sorry, do you need those additional descriptors? I don't think so. It's difficult to guess who he is apologizing to and for what. To his fans, because there's no mention of his ex-girlfriend there. There's no real mentions of anything, which I find to be more interesting than the real apology, okay? Because celebrity apologies, they're a dime a dozen, and that rings just as hollow as everything else, if we're being completely honest. It's just, why apologize for that? Why apologize for that? There's no lawsuit outstanding for that. You already settled the one where that was being alleged, and Cassie ended up securing, I think, 8 digits or something like that. But regardless, you guys settled that. That's all done and dusted. Why comment on that? You could have just let that one pass by, and I'm sure it will eventually get brought up again because, well, it's very likely because, again, you had federal search warrants in 2 jurisdictions, okay? Those aren't easy to come by, okay? The feds only take cases that they know are slam dunks. Or unless they want to go against, Donald Trump because they think that they can get some clout on that, which when they're finding out in real time that, oh boy, especially with the one going on right now. I've got nothing to really say about that hush money case that's going on in New York because it's a three-ring circus that we all expect it is. And oh yeah, it's all secondhand information because New York State has goofy recording laws. That's besides the point. Diddy played the absolute classic card of, hey man, you guys saw what you saw, but realistically, that's not me. And if you feel a certain way about me, okay, after seeing that video, understand that there's been so much time put between that act and the man I am today. Everything is totally different. I'm not even with that chick anymore. It's totally fine, guys. But yeah, well, you can just simply go ahead and try to pick apart all the micro expressions, him not really tearing up even though he sounds like he's having a very emotional episode, looking away from the camera, not really moving at all, appearing to look sad, but again, for what? Sorry to whom? Apologizing for what act? Keeping it intensely vague, but then also, if we go back to the post itself, understanding that there is quite a bit of attention to be gained off of this, quite a bit of an opportunity to obfuscate from the other more criminal allegations at play right here. Maybe that's why he wanted to apologize for this, because he wanted to get his name back in the headlines for something that is not connected to trafficking. But then if you're going to try to hitch your wagon to something else, why would you? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm just being smooth-brained about this. Like, that could totally be the conclusion that people could come to on this. It's just, there's no way in hell, if you're trying to win a PR battle ahead of a legal battle, where this ends up being a W in any form or fashion. If cooler heads could prevail, if you could do this again, I don't really think that you'd comment on it, because you've stayed awfully quiet about everything else. But to take up this one, that's a strange one. It's a very strange situation, but that's just the Diddy situation in totality. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.